Hi, this is Mark Shepard here for the Albany Peace Project, and I'm here with Jackie Hawkins, who has been a really cool and very powerful influence behind the scenes in the Albany Peace Project. And tell us a little bit about what you've been doing down at Trinity Alliance.
Trinity Alliance. I have been dancing with our elders. Every Wednesdays, actually since November, early November, I've been dancing with the elders, and after the very wonderful Latin dance, we have been meditating. And we've been meditating on the peace, bringing the peace to Albany. And what I've been sharing with them is that it's so important that when we meditate, that we understand that we are actually transforming our own energy. And that transformation really allows us to settle in and experience the divine, at the truth of who we and what we truly are. And by doing that, we also then influence the energy that surrounds us, and we can really bring more peace and positive energy to everything around us. And so they understand that the Albany Peace Project is something that not only is focusing on Albany, but it's also focusing on themselves as individuals.
I like that. Great. Cool. I love it. Well, I interviewed Jackie yesterday, and it was so amazing to see these two beautiful elderly women just really saying, wow, this has actually helped me. This has really affected my life. And, you know, how can we get more people to do this, you know? And so that was really cool. So how did you come into the idea of meditation or focused intention or using your mind to change your life?
Oh, many, many years ago, more than 20 years ago, I came into meditation. It was probably more like 30 years ago. I have always been a spiritual seeker, and during the time that I began to explore meditation, I began to read more and more about unity. And many of the spiritual seekers and spiritual leaders that are part of unity, the unity movement, which I know you know about. And so it was really an opportunity for me to look into what I needed to do for myself. Because at that time in my life, I was actually going through some marital difficulties. And in fact, it was even more than 30 years ago now that I think about it.
We won't tell anybody.
And so meditation allowed me to really come to a place where I could handle some of the stresses in my life.
Well, that's good. Well, what I like about unity is that, for one thing, it's spiritual but not religious, and it's open, and it invokes kind of a combination of, you know, Eastern thought and Western thought, and I love the idea that it's a movement. It's not a religion, it's not a church, it's a movement of new thought. But it's really not new thought. It's really ancient principles, you know. But it's just new to us, you know. And it's like, hadn't thought about that my thoughts actually change my world.
Exactly.
And for me, my background is in neurolinguistics, which basically is kind of a therapeutic version of new thought. It's basically, hey, you know, if I have a thought about something, it affects my biochemistry. And there's a process, you know, that goes on unconsciously. If I think a thought about something I don't like, I actually have a picture on my mental movie screen. But if I move that picture away and replace it with something that makes me feel good, it changes my internal reality. Wow. And so for me, like, I came to meditation the other way around. You know, I've been doing all this kind of self-mind kind of stuff, and then it's just really the Peace Project is the first time I really sat down every day and focused on meditating, and the idea that we're doing it with all these other people is tremendously exciting to me.
Interesting.
And, you know, so I'm very excited that you're part of this project because you were one of the early people that I kind of spoke to and said, you know what, we need some help here because this is Bethany, she's got this great idea, but she's a little stretched thin, and other people, we need to step up and help her do this because it's worth doing. So I want to thank you for being a part of that. Yeah.
It's my pleasure. Yeah. It's this project, and actually I don't view it as a project. Right. I view it as a call to all of us to truly get more in touch with what we are, which is, quite frankly, the peace and the love and the joy that we are created from. And by getting more in touch with who and what we are, we then can truly express that. And that really ripples out.
Nice.
So that not only do we as individuals become more of who and what we are, but we then promote that truth around the community, the city, the county, the state, the world.
Yeah, so we'll be doing
So this is a calling. This is a calling.
Great. So we're going to be doing meditation. You're going to be leading us.
Yes.
And
very happy to.
And we're gonna start here and then go through the city and then out and out and out and it's all going to kind of zoom around and make us feel good, right?
Fabulous. Absolutely.
So Jackie Hawkins, anything else you want to say to our listeners, watchers, viewers, participants? Anything else that you'd like to share with the people on the other side of that camera?
Just know that this is so personal for me, and it's something that, again, it's not just a project, because to me a project, the word limits, what it can be. It truly is a calling for us to step up to being all that we can be in the world, all that the world can be. So that's really all
I like it.
that I want to say.
All right. Well, thank you, Jackie Hawkins.
Thank you, Mark Shepard.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for watching, and we're gonna record your meditation right now.
Okay.
And that'll be up in a couple of days. So,
all right.
cool. All right. Here we go.